Hi, I'm Rodney Johnson, co-editor of Boom and Bust as well as Economy and Markets. The U.S. Postal Service is branching out. They're delivering groceries in the San Francisco area, and of course they want to roll the service out to other towns. Now obviously they're looking for ways to earn more revenue without raising prices. Given that they lose money every year, that's an understandable goal. But it is a bit misdirected. If they really wanted to fix their revenue problem, all they have to do is take a page out of the healthcare industry's playbook. By most accounts, the growth rate of healthcare spending has been edging lower for years. The 9% growth rate of the 90s and the early 2000s has dropped to under 4%. Everybody in government's crowing about this and saying how wonderful it is. But from the standpoint of consumers, not much has really changed. Maybe it's because our costs haven't actually flatlined. They've just shifted from one provider to lots of different providers. We get the pleasure now of paying not just insurers, but also everybody along the way that we didn't know exist and for services that used to be included. A recent trip to the doctor illustrates the point pretty well. Instead of paying the doctor for an office visit where he's going to examine your shoulder and give you a shot, you now have to pay for the office visit, you pay for the medicine, you pay for the administration of the shot. If a condition requires a trip to the hospital, then all bets are off because the hospital might be in-network, but chances are the emergency room doctors are not because the majority of them are contract workers. So the patients pay the triage level fee of the hospital, which of course goes up the more serious your condition. They pay for the services rendered by the hospital, x-rays and stuff, and then a separate four-figure bill for the physician. The trend is obvious. Take items that used to be covered by group billing and separate them out, and voila! The basic charge hasn't increased, and everybody can claim that costs are contained. And yet, consumers still have to cough up more money for the same service. I fully expect doctors and hospitals to start charging diagnosis fees, explanation fees, appointment reminder fees, and all sorts of other things. And the trend, of course, occurs outside of healthcare as well. Baggage fees? Really? My bags, I'm guessing, always came with the plane. The cost of transporting me used to be transporting me and my bags. Now, they just separate it out. Spirit Airlines wins the award in the U.S. They charge, of course, ticket fee and a seat assignment fee and a bag fee and a snack fee and a carry-on fee. But hey, their tickets are cheap, so there's no inflation. What about cell phones? I've got a family of 5, so I know a lot about cell phones. I called Verizon recently to get an upgrade, and I was told, great, the phone I wanted was free with a contract renewal. As we went through the process, the guy asked if I wanted to put the activation fee on my bill. I said, what activation fee? He said, oh, it's part of the upgrade. Well, then it's not free, is it? I have to pay for it. What made this more galling is not only do I have to pay for something, but I have to pay for something that I have to do when the stupid phone arrives, which is activate the dumb thing. Which brings me back to the post office. They're going about it all wrong. In the spirit of the new business culture in America, all they should do is just start thin slicing their fees. Sorting fee, home pickup fee, delivery fee. We want our mail sorted, picked up, and delivered, right? That way, stamps could remain the same for many years, and they could bypass any of those nasty claims of having to increase prices. Of course, you and I as consumers still pay more. And I guess that sums it up, right? Consumers still pay more. No matter what we're told by the government statistics or the claims of politicians or even slick advertising, we're still going to pay for it.